Hey, Strataguy here with the top 10 tips for Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire, the brand new app. It's an awesome game. Love getting in on the ground floor. Just a quick top 10 tips to get you started in the right direction. Quick disclosure, I am nowhere near the best player in the game. Did coordinate with some of my guild members who are way better at this game to kind of come up with these tips for you. So I believe this will really help you get started and have you just have fun playing the game. Jump right in. Number one is to protect yourself. So you'll notice on my kind of citadel there's a bubble. What that means is I'm protected so no one can attack me. You want to just make sure that's up unless you're planning to attack other people, which you really want to be kind of careful about when you do that. So keep bubbled unless you're in a guild that's protected, which I am right now, and they'd be willing to kind of help defend you. But all in all, just really be mindful. Don't just go out there with no bubble, and maybe even overnight. Just you want to be careful about that. Number two is just conserve your teleports in the beginning. So I'm in a hive here, so I teleported here to be with the rest of my guild. What happened to me actually was I was on one server, and then I think it's because it's a new game and they're figuring out how many people are actually going to play the game. You'll see there's different, like here's another hive, but I ended up merging to another server, so we had to do another teleport. So if I had used both my teleports, I would have been out of luck. So conserve those. Don't be too crazy with how many you use. Number three is when you go to build, is you really want to upgrade your farming buildings first. So when you go to upgrade your citadel, instead of kind of doing all the other buildings first, just do these guys first, because these will allow you to build as you keep going. That's really, in my opinion, that's a great strategy because then it helps you to kind of build on that foundation. Number four has to do a lot with that. That stone, out of all of these, is the most important, especially in the beginning stages. So many people in my guild are like, man, I'm never have enough stone. So with that, you have quarries. So this one in the middle here. You have mines, which make metal. You have energy extractors, and you have farms, which produce the food. Quarries, like I said, need to be the most. Here's what I'd tweak. So here's where I'm at. There's 24 slots in total with all of these different spaces here. So I'm running 10 quarries, 7 mines, 5 farms, and 3 energy extractors. Save for the few couple times where I'm having to say, hey, I'm a little low on energy or a little low on food. I find that I'm in pretty good shape for not spending. I've only spent $5 on this game. I think that's a really good kind of strategy. Tweak it if you must, but I would definitely not go with equal across the board. You'll be really lacking in stone if you do that. Number five is don't use max attack against monsters. So I'll give you kind of an example here. So we have a crab over here, technically a shield shear. Don't use this max attack button because it really wastes your resources and you don't need to. What you want to do is just find a monster near you and attack them and attack them and attack them and attack them until they're dead. Because what happens is you'll get a streak time or a streak as you keep attacking, and you'll be able to take them out pretty quick. You'll end up getting better rewards, overall better strategy. I know it kind of feels scary at first because you're like, oh, what if someone else gets the kill? And sometimes they do. That's just the nature of the game. But as far as guild members, if you're worried about them, in our guild at least, we just say, hey, I'm going after this one. Or if you notice someone else is going after it in your guild, you just kind of say, hey, you take it or I'll take it. But just communicate. But overall, you definitely don't want to do max attack. It wastes your resources. Just kind of a bad call there. Number six is take advantage of events. So if you go back here, you see the events kind of highlighting on the right there. This is going to ask you to do things you're already doing. So we were just talking about monsters. You're already going to be attacking monsters. So if you can just kind of coordinate when you're attacking those monsters with these events, it's really essential. So if you look here in prize 3, you'll see down toward there, it's going to say 200,000 Noctis experience. That's really going to help you level your hero quickly. There's really not another opportunity save spending money on the game to get that much experience to level your hero. So that's really important, is to take advantage of those events. And number 7 is to research is the most important part of the game. Is you really want to put your resources there first rather than just building up your army first or building all these other buildings, or there's different ways to spend your money, but you really want to put it towards research. I would say main reason for that is that it's permanent. So whereas, some of these buildings or troops, those can be destroyed if you're attacked, your research can't. So it's more permanent. Second reason I'd say it's important is that it fuels the rest of what you do. So if you come in here, it's going to help you, like with your production, it's going to help you just grow things faster. So it's really just a great investment. So just keep that in mind. Research is really what you want to focus, putting your resources. Number 8. This one I only have held true to for one of them, but you really want to get to Tier 2. And this is a mouthful here. Tier 2 for monsters, troops, and traps. So for me, for example, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So if I go down to Hero, you see right there, Monster Tactics level 2. That means that I can attack. I'm going to jump all the way back out here. Monsters, so that's a level 1 monster, and level 1. Let's see if I can get a level 2 here. Nope, 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 nope. There's level 2. So I can attack this guy. Whereas if you don't have that, you're relegated to just level 1s. So you want to get that. That'll just give you an edge above the people who can only attack level 1s. The better rewards all around, just a better option. Takes some time, takes some resources to get there, but it's worth it. And my Guildmaster Sensei Mega says to get Tier 2 troops and traps, really focus on that. Like I said, I'm not an excellent player, but I totally trust and believe him, so that's my next step. So get to those kind of right away, and that'll help you get started. Number 9 is you really just want to figure out how you want to play. So there's so many different styles of playing. You can be the crazy player who teleports in the middle of the biggest, strongest guild and in the middle of their hive and just go crazy until you burn out. Or you can be like me. I'm pretty conservative. I've had my bubble on going on 3 days now, and I'm sure my guild's starting to wonder what I'm doing. But there's just different ways to play. You can be kind of a resource guy, a farmer for the rest of the guild, put a little more money in to do that. There's just different ways. So what you want to do is just find how you want to play, and just get going on that from the get-go, and that'll make sure that you don't have to kind of destroy buildings to achieve what you're wanting to. So just go after that toward the beginning. Number 10 is I really recommend just buying at least a $5 pack. Some of you are going to spend a lot more than that. Some of you think that spending money on a game is ridiculous, and I was in that kind of in that tribe where I was like, hey, I don't want to spend money on this. But I found that it's just so much more fun when you can put in a little more money, just a little bit of money in the beginning. Just helps you to kind of stay competitive and just to enjoy the game a little bit. And $5 at the end of the day, it's not that much. Especially in the beginning, there are some nice packs. You can, like the one I bought, it gave me an extra building slot. So like let's say I'm upgrading my Citadel. That's going to take a really long time, so then I'm not going to be able to build anything else, even though I have the resources to do so. So then if that's building, I can maybe go over here and upgrade something that's a little smaller. But that's number 10. As I would just say, don't be afraid to do that in the beginning. It doesn't mean you have to keep spending money. Just do that and then be on your merry way. And I will give you one bonus tip here is donate gold to Kezia. No, I kind of, you can see here even on the comments here, I had reached out and said, hey, if you were given 10 tips, what would you do? And she said, hey, donate gold to Kezia, don't forget. Or he, I'm sorry, I'm not sure. But that's actually a good tip, is I would just say be generous with your guild members. Really foster just kind of a friendly relationship with them, and it'll really help you out in the long run. So many times, one time I think I needed like 50,000 for food just so I can get going on a farm or something, and I ended up getting like over $1 million worth just because the guild's friendly, and it's just a good kind of reminder to just be generous with your guild mates. Anyways, if you have any questions, leave comments below. If you want to like this video, share this video, go ahead. I'd be more than happy. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, let me know in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching, and have fun playing Final Fantasy 15: A New Empire.